So I'm going to take a look at how to design a pre-season session. What's the starting point for doing up the session plan? And I think we're led to believe that it involves running, getting the players on the line, running them up and down and getting them fit. But that doesn't really work anymore. So looking at a different aspect of it, I think the starting point has to be, how do you want to play? So what's the game going to look like? The best way to do that is to look at the 4 moments. In this one here, we're going to look at what you do when you have the ball, your offensive organization. There's so many levels to this here, but I'm just going to kind of look over one small aspect of it, of your offensive organization. And if if you want to build your team from the back and be quite expansive in possession, and look at getting your defenders on the ball and progress the ball in possession, and then in this one here, what we'll look at for this session will be like, if I want to play the ball off the target forward and have runners in behind and get attacking players, your central midfielders just underneath them, facing the opposition goal so that they can find passes. So that's what we're looking for in this session, the session design. So we'll be right, what's the starting point for that there? So again, we started from the defender in the exercise, or in the clip we just showed. So what I want to do here is I want to have a goalkeeper, I want to have a target forward. I'll bring in fullbacks, two fullbacks on the outside, and then I'll bring in my central midfielders, my attacking midfielders, and either my holder or my centre back. Then on the other team, I'm going to overload the middle with a diamond midfield to make it difficult to play through. The objective of the exercise will be to work the ball from one area to the other, and then it's got to be played off the target forward. Fullbacks can move up and down, so they're not just restricted. Same with the goalkeeper. So when the ball's played in, you can play from wide players. Wide players are limited to 2 touches just to keep the speed of play a little high. Objective is to draw the defensive team over and then work the ball in to areas where you can progress it by getting other players higher up the field. So they do this quite easily. Then when it's played forward, and when we do have a chance to play forward, that's the trigger for your attacking players to get underneath the target forward. 1 touch, and you should be in an area where you can put the ball in one of the mini goals. If you want to up the tempo to it and make it a little bit more competitive, add a transitional element to the game. So in this one here, the colour team presses, wins the ball back, and if they do that, they can break and go to the goal. So it makes it a little bit more realistic. There is a risk in playing from the back. It's always good to try and replicate that risk in the exercises. So what's the progression to that? So if you want to see, let's get more fitness out of it, then it's going to be increasing the distance. So make the field a little bit bigger, take away the goalkeeper, and play 2 teams almost playing the exact same way. So target forwards on both sides. We'll put 5 in the middle here. So now we'll add another centre back. So there's 2 centre backs and a 3-man midfield. The same will be on both teams. 2 centre backs here, 3-man midfield, 2 holders, 1 holder, 2 attackers, however you want to play. Each team has a wide player that can move up and down the line. And when the game starts, so if it starts with the defenders in possession, and again they're trying to progress the ball through the areas of the field to try and get their target on the ball, try and move the opposition. It's quite easy here. The opposition obviously aren't moving, so it's about trying to play the ball off the target forward. Again, that's the trigger for your centre midfielders to get underneath and score. The fitness work should also be getting by those players should not be restricted to stand still on the outside, so they should always be on the move to keep the tempo as high as possible. And then the progression, again, if you want to get more physical work out of that there, then take away the zone, we'll lift that out, and then we'll take out the mini goals, and then we'll add in the back 4 is already there, your midfield 3 is already there, your targets are already there, so both teams have the same layout, but now we're going to add wide players in. So the wide player for the colour team and wide players for the attacking team. Again, they don't have to play the same system, but maybe 4-2-3-1 or 4-5-1, 4-3-3, however you want to play it. But now that's 11v11, and what you're trying to do now is you're trying to replicate those movements that you show to the team, or that they work through in those small-sided games as you opened it up. So again, you're looking for the target forward to move across, and if they do that, then how do they do it in relation to a high line, a low block, however they want to play it. Instead of going for a 30-minute game in pre-season, you want to keep the tempo high, do 3 minutes, 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. If coaches still are worried about the fitness work and we're not fit enough to do it, then by all means finish the session with a little bit of running, but make it relative to the game. So this here is just a quick exercise. The players are running 30 yards from post to post. The wide players are executing crosses. So it's simple, but they're still getting the physical work out of it. There's quick turnarounds, and it goes from there. So all of a sudden then they've got the physical work out of it, and you've built it into your tactical model as well. And there you have it. There's your session plan. I'll post that there just for you to take a look at if you want to see the coaching points. I've kind of flown through them pretty quickly. And if you want more information, the pre-season book is on Amazon, and the Modern Soccer Coach pre-season course is available now to register on modernsoccercoach.com. Best of luck and enjoy.